Okay, boys and girls, here we go. Round one. I know I've done this a million times and I've never actually finished a season. But today is the fucking day where we do it properly. Today's the day we do it properly. Let me run you through the grid order. So you can see in the top left of the screen there, Fahima from Bengali is in pole position, primed and ready for the next 15 laps of this race. Lauren from Play Up Pompey is in P2. Then it's Ruby from Team Random in P3, followed by Lauren's teammate Flynn and partner in Play Up Pompey in P4. Megan from Renault, all the way from Hong Kong. She's come a long way for this Grand Prix. Let's hope and pray she does well. She's in P5. Tilly from Tailawi. There's a bit of background to that name, so don't even ask. But yeah, that's the name. She is in P6. Savage from Matcha is in P7, followed by his teammate Andra is in P8. She's all the way from Canada as well. Jono from P9 is at Team McLaren, and he is going to be looking ahead towards the front. He's certainly a fast racer. We've seen it all before from him. Also the same as this man. He wasn't too bad of a driver in his day. Back in the old days, Reese from Team Drug Lords. He's in P10. Oscar at Renault. He is Megan's teammate, of course. He's in P11. Look at him. He's one of the ones to watch for this Grand Prix. He's been looking very, very fast in practice. Obviously, there is no qualifying because it is randomised, the grid order, completely randomised until we have a result from this race. And then following this race, it will then be a reverse grid for championship order. So, yeah. In P12 is Angus from Team Drugs. He'll be looking to get some solid points on the board. He's had some struggles in the past. He's a rookie. Put it bluntly, he's a rookie, and he's come through the ranks and he's done well so far. But can he make any movements? In the top 10, that would be a brilliant result if he can get there. Moving backwards, then Faffers from Team Random. You can see in the top left as well, Ruby there, P3. That's his teammate. He has raced in this series before. He's now going by a different name. His previous name was Nathan, but his now is Faffers. Don't ask why. He's in P13. Sam G from Team MBA is in P14. He's in the Ferrari GT3. Watch out for that car because that car is seriously good on fuel, as it has shown in the practice sessions. Sam W, MBA, kind of opposite really to his teammate's vehicle, in the fact that it's not very good on fuel. In fact, it's quite shit, but the straight on speed of that Porsche Carrera GT is something to behold. P16 then, Ryan, unfortunately for the club goers, which is his team, they have got a pretty shambolic starting position for both drivers, purely out of luck. So, as I say, it was completely randomised and they got fucked over. P17 is Jono's teammate, Leandro. He has looked solid pace-wise in practice. He has made a couple of mistakes, slightly more mistake-prone than others, but he looks solid in practice. Look at him as he is looking to have a solid season ahead of him. Fahim, P18 from the Bengali team. He starts all the way down there, unfortunately for him. Domino then from Club Goers in P19, and then last but not least is Sam R from Tailawi. And look at this man in the span of this race, because he looked very rapid in practice, one of, if not the fastest pace-wise in practice. So here we go. Let's get this started, boys. Let's start this now. What's going to happen here then? Lights out and away we go. Behemoth's had a bit of a poor start. Lines straight down there. Goodness gracious, she's had a phenomenal start. Already down the inside. Savage, P3. He's going to look to make a move on Behemoth as well. He's going to be fuming at that one. She's not had a great start at all. Savage already down the inside. Can he make it stick? Crikey, I paused it. Can he make it stick? Not on this occasion for Savage. Looking backwards then, Megan's moved up a position, Ruby's moved down, unfortunately for her. Flynn has moved up a position also. Andrea also has moved up a position. Oscar's moved up shed loads of positions. Crikey. That is brilliant from him. Tilly, I believe, has moved up a couple of positions. Or maybe she hasn't actually, I can't really remember. Jono's, I know, splits up P9 and he is currently in P9, so he's plateaued, but obviously only a few corners in. Sam W then, still all action everywhere you look. Crikey, a bit of contact there between, who was that, Reese and Tilly. That's a bit random. I mean, that is slightly concerning for the likes of, I believe that was Tilly that got hit in the backside there. Alright, there is damage on, so that is slightly concerning from that respect. Looking slightly more backwards then, so Domino's made a solid start, also with the Andrew. Right, brilliant start for those two. Oh, crikey, look at that! Bit of a slide there for Domino. She obviously got on the power slightly early than she wanted to. That is one beautiful livery. That is undeniable. Angus P15, and I'll just let read through it. Oh, crikey, look at that. Bit of a battle between Ryan and who's that? Baffers. Two very good friends. Who's going to get the best of the other on this occasion? It looks like it's going to be Ryan. Is it going to be? Yes, it is. He keeps position. He can try and make a move on Fahimi if you ride on board with him. There he goes. Superior straight line speed to the Porsche 918. He's going to make a move on Angus as well. Can he make it? Can he make it? Can he make it? Yes, he can. He made it alongside at least. Can he make it stick? Bit of contact. Crikey. Oh my goodness, Savage. What's going on there? Savage is now plumb last. He's had a nightmare. He's had an absolute nightmare there. Goodness gracious. Not the best for him, in his race. And that puts Team Macho in a bit of a difficult position. Now where Savage is stone dead last. Not good for him or his team. That is bloody unfortunate. Lauren is currently still very proactive up front. She is, well, she put the burners on, hasn't she? She's put the burners on and then some. She is, well, she's creating a gap. She's creating a gap. Look at that gap there. That's just one lap as well, folks. That's unbelievable stuff. Megan was always up into P2 as well, which is brilliant from her. Along with his, crikey, both Renaults are in P2 and P3 respectively. That's phenomenal stuff for them. They'll be very pleased with that. Let's see if either of them two can make any headway towards Lauren's gap. Fahim is still maintaining P4, which is good for Team Bengali. They need to maximise that position, I would say. Obviously, in previous seasons, team consisting of Fahim and Fahima have not been, well, they've not been up to par, let's call it, in the past, but they certainly look up to it on this occasion. Andrea up to P5, she looks pretty rapid in P5, and she's also built a very big gap to the trailing train, which is headed by Ruby from Team Random. Look at that, Domino already up to P7. Watch out for Domino, folks. She has got pace and pace and pace and pace. Oh, I'm just saying that. Sam W, phenomenal move. He's gone straight up the inside of Domino, right where he wants to be. You get it. Anyway. So, oh my god, no, he's gone up the inside of Ruby as well. He's all for it. He's all over it, this guy. That's a beautiful livery, by the way, can I just say, from Sam W. Look at that. We understand what that says on the side. Domino is now trying to make a move back on Sam W. It's exactly what he wanted. This is certainly an interesting back. Oh my goodness me, where has he come from? Jono, straight up the inside of Domino. Holy smokes. He's just come out of nowhere. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. He's gone a bit wide, he's off the track. And that ain't good for him. That is not good at all. And he's rejoined slightly unsafely there after the stewards have a look at that. It's not the greatest of rejoins from him there. My goodness, now Reese has barreled down the inside. He's going to try and make that move stick on Jono as well. My goodness, he's being very aggressive as Reese. He slides it around the outside of Jono. It's super move, to be fair. Oh my god, and Jono Jono gives him some payback. He's not very happy with that. Other stewards going to look at that. Can't imagine they will. It's a bit of bumpy, racy incident. You get it, you know. Oscar at the moment's got the fastest lap. He's currently on P3. He's going to look to make a move on his teammate probably relatively soon. And that being said, in fact, they both Renaults have caught up right up to the back of Lauren here, who has led this Grand Prix from start to finish. From start to now so far. You can look on the right hand side to see the lap times. That will kind of give you a bit better idea on the pace. Leandro is dead last. I don't know how he's managed that, but he's clearly had an off somewhere. Fortunately, I don't think the broadcasting team is going to show us about that, but he's down in stone dead last. Not good for McLaren. That is that's devastating for him. Looking at this battle as well then, Lauren seems to have picked up the pace slightly. It seems that both Renaults are obviously catching Lauren at substantial pace, and now they have, they've stunted their progress, and they're currently, P2 and 3 still, but they're losing a bit of time here to Lauren, who's actually building a bit more of a gap. Which is interesting. I've got a feeling that Oscar's going to be on the team radio here and saying, let me by. Because looking at this, it looks to me like Oscar's got more pace. I don't know what they think of it. I don't know if old Flavio Briatore is going to get on the bell here and get Megan to fucking move out the way. Tell you what, it might be done here, you know. On the pit wall, I can see him talking on the pit wall. He's going to make the move stick, is he? She's not going to make it easy, though, is she? She's not going to make it easy. Never mind. No, she is going to make it easy. No, she's not going to make it easy. Right. That was dodgy. She fought that one a little bit. She's a bit feisty, isn't she? A bit feisty one is Megan. But anyway, she's let him through, which is nice of her. Oscar's now going to be on the charge for Lauren now. You can see he's clearly got more pace. I mean, he's got the fastest lap. Looking at that, he's got 45.2, 46.8. Maybe she's got 45.9, 46.7. So actually, it's pretty rapid from both Renaults. They look very, very good. Andrew's now moved past Fahima and up to P4. She's now building a gap, which will be nice for her. I imagine she's probably on a fastest lap pace at the moment, as in personal best lap pace. Now she's got some clear air. Moving backwards, Sam W's made some phenomenal headway. He's already up to P6. He'll be very happy with that. I believe he started around about P15, 16, I believe it was, for him. Domino also, after that phenomenal start, she's unfortunately now plateaued in P7. And then Finn has kind of moved down a little bit in P8. Having a look at this battle here, then you've got, well, it's not really much of a battle, is it? You've got Sam Rees, followed by Jono, who at the moment is looking to be on personal best pace, I think, for Sam are, along with Jono as well. So I mean, all three of these guys are fast. We know that. I think this man that we're watching now, Sam R. Kyle, he is very rapid. This guy is, you know, he's the cream of the crop of drivers, he really is. He's done it all. He's done it all, he's driven it all. He knows what he's doing. Is he going to get personal best lap? No, he's not, in fact. No, he's not. Jono, if you look at his pace on the right hand side, not great. Obviously, I know he's been in the mix, you know, in that midfield battle for most of that period. But if he can set some better times now, I'm sure he'd really, really appreciate that. Crikey, looking ahead, Oscar's, I believe, just made the move on Lauren. That is a huge move for the rest of this Grand Prix. Also, just to give you a quick debrief on the pit stop position, settings that we've got here. So there is no mandatory pit stop. There is, however, a fuel regulation in the fact that you will not start with a race worth of fuel. You'll start with just under the race is worth it for. And you can either choose to go all out and do a 1-stop or maybe even a 2-stop, or you can try and conserve a little bit the fuel and go to the end. Some people, I'd imagine, will certainly try and do that, or maybe they won't. I really don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We don't know. But certainly, if you look at some of the, oh my goodness me, he's gone into the pit stop. He's gone into the pit lane. That's well, it's an early stop. It's just under half distance. So, is he going to go for a 2-stop? That's certainly going to be a bold strategy. Both Renaults are going in. As I say, yeah, it's a bold strategy for sure, and they're going to be looking to capitalise on these fresh tyres as well. The tyres do go very quickly. These cars that we've got here are, I mean, they've got about 1,000 brake horsepower each, and the rear tyres, a lot of them are rear-wheel drive, so the rear tyres do just get absolutely eaten alive when you're going full speed around a racetrack like we are today. So anyway, it's a solid pit stop from him. He's cleared up the fuel. Same with Megan. She's now out of the box as well. And there is Savage, and he is having a bit of a dismal one at the moment. He's kind of by himself really in P15, which is not good for him. Tinny in P16, she's having a bit of a dismal race as well, to be honest. She has pitted, however, which is interesting. But looking on the right hand side, oh, overtaking is prohibited. We've got yellow flags. What could that be all about? We don't know. We don't know is the answer. But we're looking ahead. Sam G is obviously a Ferrari 458 Italia. It's an absolute beauty, isn't it? It's an absolutely beautiful car. There's no denying it. More yellow flags. What's that all about? We don't know. We don't know what that's all about. Anyway, looking ahead. At this battle. Flynn, I'll say this about Flynn's car as well. He's in the 911 GT3 RS, which is a beautiful car. That is undeniable. Unfortunately for him, it's kind of a little bit different to most of the other cars that we've got here. In the fact that aerodynamically it's phenomenal. But straight line speed, it lacks. It does lack quite substantially, unfortunately, which does put a bit of a burden on some of his races and especially on what he can actually do. So riding board with Sam Rees, you see how much he gains on Flynn. You can see he's gained and gained straight past him. Not even fair. Not even fair. And he moves up to P4. Yeah, not even fair for him. Looking at Jono, he is now on the hunt for Ryan from the club goals. He's had a solid race. Obviously not the level of some of the others, but he's picked up the pace certainly after we last started watching him. He had a 47.5 on lap 6. He's now currently on lap 8, still yet to pit, of course. Oscar is the front runner of the net P1 at the moment. Obviously Lauren is also yet to pit, and she was right behind him. So we see about that, what happens there when she pits. They're certainly getting very close, aren't they, these two, Ryan and Jono? I'm hoping for a little bit of action. That's what we want. We want a bit of action, so give us some action, fellas. Come on. Is Jono going to make any moves here? Let's stay and watch for this. No, he's not. He's going to stick behind. Okay. He's gone slightly wide there as well. Sam R's catching as well, you know. He is catching. Sam G. You know, Sam G's got steady, consistent pace. Oh, here we go. Lauren's pitting. Look on the top right corner of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And I will move over. So you see that red arrow in the top right? That is where Oscar is on the track. Where is Lauren going to come out? We need to wait and see for that fuel bar, the number on the left, to go all the way up to wherever she fuels it up to. Also, talking about the pit stops, you've got all the rest of them are pitting. Ryan, Sam, they're all pitting. But Jono chose to stay out, so he's all the way out by himself for P1. Lauren comes out of the pit lane, and my goodness me, Oscar can't be too pleased about that. He must have been held up somewhere, because he is miles behind. How has Lauren done that? Lauren is genuinely like 15 seconds ahead of Oscar here. Oscar has lost shed loads of position there. You can see his outlap was actually piss poor compared to everyone else's outlap. For example, I look at the outlap of some of these other pitches, such as not these guys, such as Domino. No, not such as Domino. Anyway, whatever, you get the point. Oh, Leandro's down and off, and then he's in the box. Get a shocking race, isn't he, Leandro? Poor bloke. Well, you can see Ruby there's got 2 minutes 10 outlap. So Oscar's obviously had enough somewhere. Oh my goodness me, Jono! A bit of a shaky one. He's kept it on the road somehow. He's kept it on the road, but he's clearly struggling. Surely he's going to box. You see he's 8 seconds down. He's got a shocking middle sector. Also, you see in the bottom left and on the left of the side, Bappers out of nowhere he's found some pace, and he's now running in P4, and he is in the Audi R8 Evo GT3, which, as we all know, the GT3s are very good at fuel. He potentially could go to the end if he really wanted to. Also, you've got to conserve the tyres as well, and that is Jono going into the box as expected. You can see him struggling so much. Moving a little bit further back, then you've got Megan there in P6. He trails a teammate, but they do have quite a substantial gap actually in there. Looking at the bottom left as well, sorry not the bottom left, the left hand side, Oscar setting the fastest lap, with 44.9. That is certainly some pace from him. They see on the left now, Sam G is in P2. As I said at the very start of this race, this man is on a Ferrari 458 GT3 and is very good on fuel. Lauren still in P1. She has dominated so far this race. 2/3 of the way in, and she's looking very good to secure that P1 that she earned at the very beginning. She's doing really well so far. Actually, to be honest, half unexpected. She's not in the greatest car of all time. She's certainly put on a show here though, without a shadow of a doubt. She's put on a show. And look at her pace on the right hand side. Obviously, she's got clear air, but still, it's undeniable pace. Pace is undeniable. That outlap of 2 minutes 1 second as well. Phenomenal outlap from her. Looking back then, Oscar is already right up the back of Sam G. You can see the 3 badges on the roof of his car. Symbolises him. So, yeah, it's a nice little touch, really. I don't know who made that delivery, but oh my goodness me, Bappers, he's round. He's round in the background. Oh no, that's devastating. That is devastating from him. He had so much pace, and he's just absolutely lost every ounce of time and position he had. And look at the pace on the right hand side. It was phenomenal. Back-to-back 45 zeros. He's done it again. Look, surely he needs to box. He's got no grit. He needs to box. His race is absolutely down the piss water, and he is boxing. And now he's back with Tilly, who was a bottom feeder at the start of this race. He was going to be fuming about that. He's going to be absolutely fuming. That is just devastating stuff for him. Look at Tilly as well. She's found some pace in the last couple of laps as well, to be fair. Flynn's running a safe, consistent race, I would say, at the moment, which is good for him, of course. Fahima then behind, she's also running a safe, consistent race, but is slightly slower than you'd want to. Obviously, she started on pole, so not the best for him. It wasn't really expected. She's a bit of a back marker per se, slash mid-table runner, but it's slightly disappointing that she couldn't get hold of that pole position by the scruff of the neck and just drive the car, drive into the car to the best of its ability. And it's a shame she wasn't able to do that, at least so far anyway. We're currently on lap 11, 4 laps to go. Domino in P13, she had a phenomenal start. She was up to P7 towards the start of the Grand Prix. I believe lap 2 she was up to P7. Clearly she made it a little bit of mistakes here and there. I think the pace has not been ideal. Unfortunately, the pace at the start of the race has been her best pace so far, which is not what you want to see. You want to see that as soon as after you make a box. So unfortunately, that's the way it is for her so far this Grand Prix. Looking a bit further ahead then, you've got Sam R, who, let's not forget, I said at the start of this race, I mean, he was the one to watch. He started P20. His pace on the right hand side is not unbelievable, is it? It's not anything special, but he's been very, very consistent and he's paid dividends because he is now in P6 starting from P20. He's in Claire as well, so that's going really well for him. Jono, after boxing, has found some almighty pace. You can see here. He's done a 45.2, which is very fast. And he's just gone purple in the sector 1. Oh my goodness me, he's off! He's off! Oh no, he was on a charge as well. He was on a charge and he's just ruined it. He's gone off, he's obviously broken too late, and that's ruined his lap and potentially his chances of a podium. Sam G, I believe, is yet to box. I did say at the start of this Grand Prix, it's possible. The GT3 cars, we have 4 of them to go to the end. It's possible, but can he do it? It's going to be certainly a tall order. Even still, with only 3 laps to go, it's still a tall order to do. Lauren is in P2, which I've just realised. So Oscar has found some pace. He's found some pace, and clearly he's made the move on Lauren, and he's made the stick to 1 going brilliantly. He's Oscar. Oh no! He's boxing! What is he doing? The shambles from the Renault pit wall. It's an absolute shambles. Goodness gracious me! What are they doing? This is shambolic. What are they playing at? They've done a 2-stop, but the final stint's going to be 3 laps long. Oh my god, they're off the chain. They are off the chain, boys. Holy smokes, what are they playing at? Is it just a fuel? It's just a fuel stop. He's not even going to bother changing tyres. What a donut. What a shit fucking strategy call. I mean, he's lost 4 positions. That is a shambles, but the amount of time he's lost, it's not worth it, is it? He's lost about 15 seconds in the box there. It's moved Jono up into P3, and by the way, he's quietly having a really, really solid race. You look on the right hand side, his pace. It's not been, I wouldn't say it's been unbelievable, but it's certainly been solid, and he's found some solid pace. He had that off 1 lap ago, but he's found some real pace. And you can see he's a bit wide there, but he's certainly pushing to, and he is definitely gaining on the likes of the drivers ahead, Lauren and Sam G. So yeah, certainly good stuff for him. I believe they are conserving their fuel here. It's certainly Sam G was definitely conserving. The times on the right hand side have toppled off a little bit. He's obviously found a position he enjoyed being in, that being P2, and he's dropped off the pace, which is fair enough. Of course, you're more than welcome to do that. Obviously, it allows Jono, who's, by the way, potentially is going to be fastest lap, because he is a little wrapped on this lap. He's absolutely railed in Sam G here. Is it going to be fastest lap? Yes, it is, by 700ths of a second. Just so you know, there is also a point for fastest lap, so if he keeps that, then he will be absolutely loving it. He is now up into P2. He immediately makes a lead on Sam G. Clearly struggling to. Oh my goodness me! It's a bit dodgy there for Jono. He's you can tell he's pushing. He's all over the show, isn't he? All over the show. Anyway, looking ahead to Lauren, she is surely looking in her rearview mirrors now and realising that Jono is, he's put the burners on, hasn't he? He's catching up very fast. Oscar has now dispatched of, well, I believe it was just his teammate. I think Megan actually ended up pitting. Yes, she is. She's actually just come out for the pits. That being her second stop. Unfortunately, that's not really ideal, to be brutally honest. Renault have completely fucked everything up, strategy-wise. I mean, I've no idea why, but they have. She's now down to P9. She was running P2 earlier in this Grand Prix. P2 to P9. Absolute shambles. Andra in P7, she did have some pace at the start of this Grand Prix, but has dropped off slightly to the right hand side, potentially conserving a little bit on the fuel front. Same with Ryan and Sam R. To be fair, Sam R has been, well, he's not been, otherworldly. Perfect best laps 49. But he's just been consistent. He's been so consistent. He's paid dividends big time. He started P20, left P5, so brilliant stuff for him. Looking towards the back, then you've got Leandro, who's currently sitting in P20, followed by Anger from Team Drugs. Oh, crikey, there we go. Sam G. That's a ballsy decision from Team NBA there, because he's pitted on the penultimate lap of the race. Pitted on the penultimate lap. That is unbelievable. I mean, I suppose they'd just rather not risk it, and they didn't even fuel up. It's just a tyre change. Right, well anyway, let's not read into it. There must be some type of reason behind it. I mean, he's come out to P5 on fresh tyres, but he's only got one lap, so really is it worth it? No is the answer. The Oscar situation is interesting. Oh my goodness me, so here we go then. Didn't even realise how close these two were. On the final lap, Jono is pushing to get Lauren. Let's stay on board with this battle here then, because this is going to be interesting. Jono versus Lauren, you can see just up the top there is this little trio of battles between Leandro, Angus and Ruby. They're the bottom feeders in this Grand Prix. I've quite a bit of phenomenal Leandro, not quite. Jono's still searching for that move. We've only got the chicane to go. Runs a bit wide on the gravel. He's a little bit far behind. He's been pushing this stint. Oh my god, he's going to set up the inside. Can he make a stick? Oh my god, he's gone completely off wide. The stewards will be looking at that surely, unless he gives it back. And he does give it back. It looks like Lauren, he's going to make it stick for a phenomenal race win from Lauren. Play at Pompey. That's a great win. They'll be celebrating that all night long in their position. Oscar, bit of a dismal result from him, I would say, considering his pace and where he was earlier in the Grand Prix. But he's going to finish in a respectable P3. He's starting P11, so solid from him. Sam R will absolutely love this result. P4 from P20, it's phenomenal from him. Sam G also started way down the order. He started P5, and that is it, ladies and gents. In fact, let's quickly go back. Let's give you the finalised order. So, all right, hold on. Sorry. Okay, right. So the finalised order is as follows. Obviously, we can't see them all finished, unfortunately, for whatever reason. But Oscar is in P3, followed by Sam Rees in P4, then Sam G in P5, then Ryan P6, Andrew P7, Megan finishes in P8, Flynn is in P9, Domino P10, and then the rest I will let you read through. Unfortunately, get 0 points. Obviously, it is similar to the Formula 1 point system, which means that Jono will take home the point for the fastest lap, unlike Formula 1 this season. But he will take home 18 points plus the 1 point fastest lap, so 19 points for him. Lauren obviously takes the full 25, and then 11th and down all, unfortunately, get 0 points. So that is it. that is the race number one, and it was a fun one. It was certainly a fun one, and certainly look forward to going through to the next round, which I will say is going to be in Spa-Francorchamps. So yeah, certainly looking forward to that, and yeah, I'll be making that soon. So exciting times, exciting times, boys. All right, cool. Good. Goodbye.